L'chaim. Hello, friends and family. What a lovely evening we're having. It's great to be with you. So this evening, I plan on doing a video on a 3-part segment that is going to delve deeper into specific commitments and tangible objectives to hopefully see some of my ideas come to fruition in my platform areas of elder care, education and youth, financial sustainability, and preserving culture and spirituality, all embedded in community. So this first video tonight is going to focus on honoring the past through preserving culture and spirituality. Choosing to start with honoring the past was not happenstance. I believe it is the foundation for all the rest of it. So thank you. Jumping right in, preserving culture and spirituality has 7 points of discussion. Number 1, collecting and archiving today's elder wisdom for tomorrow's leaders and future generations. You can't buy wisdom or get it by hard work. Wisdom is maturity through living and through relationships. How are we honoring that and capturing that? Through stories with our elders and learning from them. I think it's important to not only remember and capture tribal elder quotes. A few of them I've shared with you already. We were restored on prayer. We are a spiritual people. Those are a couple that are important to me that I've mentioned before, but also to have those and have them written down by their author for future generations to learn from. I keep a note on my phone of a lot of those comments, a lot of quotes from my mother and elders so that I can remember them. But I think that that is important to capture that as a tribe so that we have that to share with our future generations. Number 2, to continue to have representation in city, county, state, and federal jurisdictions to ensure tribal sovereignty is not only understood, but also respected and protected in the future. I believe our current council is doing a great job of that right now. But it's also a full-time job, and it's one that needs to be front and center. It needs to continue to be a priority for continuing to maintain and build those relationships in the future. Number 3, preserving the right to protect our tribal culture, spirituality, and practices. This is a bigger one for me. Personally, I would love to see our tribe establish a ceremonial day of prayer and a ceremonial prayer site, not only for family gatherings for people who live in the area, but for those traveling to Grand Ronde during powwow time and times of mourning for family funerals, ceremonial services, naming ceremonies, just to name a few. As a part of that, establishing a sweat lodge, even hiking trails to encourage more time spent in nature with elders and with our kids, where a lot of us as Native Americans connect spiritually. Number 4, creating a legacy wall of past tribal council members with names, photos, and dates of service, maybe located at the Governance Center or elsewhere. To some, this may seem rather insignificant in the bigger picture, but for me, it's a way to remember people and their sacrifices and their service, to teach our young ones of those who came before us and made all of this possible. I have mentioned in a previous video about growing up in Grand Ronde, knowing and seeing all of the past council post-restoration to now, and to see their names, quotes, dates of service, their photo, to see that every day. I mean, that's important to me, and it's important to me to see my kids be able to have that, and when I mention their names, they're going to know who I'm talking about. Number 5, establishing treaty signing celebrations for the 6 treaties that we have and acknowledgments on those anniversaries of treaty signings to have opportunities for community connectedness, cultural education, a time to get together, pray, connect, gather, eat, celebrate. That's just one more way that we can honor those brave ones who came before us. And lastly, for this segment, enhancing elder care and creating new programs such as an elder ambassador care program. I will touch on that a lot more after this evening. Components of that will include youth and elder mentorship possibilities, community ambassadors who volunteer to work with elders on various things such as learning new technology. We had the wonderful computer technology that just came out. I know I have 2 or 3 elders in my life that those computers are still kind of sitting on the side, and they're really trying to figure out what they do with it, and they're kind of afraid of it. So things like that, where we really have a lot of volunteers in the community who want to step up, who want to help out. We don't need to pay these people. There are people that really want to just step up and help any way they can. I have a list of people who have already offered to do that. That's one of my ideas. It could also include anything, just having lunch, just breaking bread with someone, doing yard work, community service for our elders. We've done that in the past. Cleaning, having a yard day. Some of those are my greatest memories of connecting even with employees. Having an employee day where we're able to do that together. So we also have a lovely community garden right now. I've had the honor of being a part of that for 3 years now. And I've talked to the people there that run that. They do an awesome job incorporating garden-based educational lessons that improve health and educational outcomes for youth and our elders, to learn from one another, to share time together, include indigenous foods, preparation, and have a harvest gathering. So we've had those conversations already. I know a lot of that is in the making. Those are just some of my ideas and things that have been on my heart for quite some time. So if any of those 7 discussion items resonates with you, you want to reach out to me on a personal level, talk about them more, please find me on Facebook Messenger or email me at mcherry.co@gmail.com. And you can also get a sneak peek of next week's video on serving the present. And that's going to be a little lengthier, possibly 2 videos, because there's a lot of content to it. So you can find that on my webpage at michaelcherry.co. All right, thank you very much. Athki.